I can hear you. Mic check. Mic check. Y'all know how I like to do it if I'm doing a broadcast, so you know I wouldn't be doing a broadcast unless I was going to make sure out. Mic check, if you can hear me. Mic check, just say, hey, Trevor, I can hear you. If you can hear me, just give me a mic check, before we get started today. Hey, Edgar Smiley. Hey, Nancy. You are rocking out there in ATL, rocking out there in Boston. I mean, you're doing the doggone thing. Let me just give a big shout out to the work, the phenomenal work that you're doing with young women and grown women alike. And if y'all don't know Nancy Brown out of Atlanta, y'all just got to know the work that she's doing, helping women find self-esteem and build the confidence to grow up to be phenomenal young women and phenomenal grown women. Also, Nicole Bluford, hanging from us from Boston. If you don't know about Nicole Bluford, hey, you want to check her out, one of the brightest legal minds in the country, also showing women all over the world how to create their own women-owned firms, has one of the most profitable and largest women-owned firms in Boston. How you doing, Velton Shower? Also, Alexis Logan, the wealth coach. The wealth coach is in the house. Well, actually, wealth coach is probably a little bit limiting. She's considered to be one of the top business gurus in the country. And if you don't know her, want to make sure you get a chance to know her. Somebody give me a mic check, make sure I can be heard clearly. I'm going to turn my volume up, and if you say, hey, Trevor, we can hear you, just give me a mic check. If you can hear me loud and clear, as today we talk about the third giraffe. We're going to talk about the third giraffe as I'm just cruising along. Hey, L.Y. Hawkins. If you don't know L.Y. Hawkins, right? She's coming to us all the way from Columbia, Maryland. Hey, Heaven Thomas Pope. Now, y'all know how I like to do it. You know, anytime I do a broadcast, my broadcasts are for the people. That's who my broadcasts are for. And I like to use my broadcast to highlight what I call my super friends like Glenn Garnes and hey, that's right. Nicole said she recognized the London sweatshirt that we got while we was in the London Black CEO event. That's right, Nicole. Check it out. Right. I haven't got a chance to wear. I said, I'm going to put my London t-shirt on. My London sweatshirt, rather. We all got this when we went on the Black CEO tour stop in London. Hey, by the way, Nicole, you know we're going to South Africa in April, so Black CEO's going to South Africa in April. Let me know if you're joining us. we get some South African sweatshirts. So, you know, before I get started about the third giraffe, which is going to be a really definitive point for today, I want to just say a few things. When I do my broadcast, sometimes I can get in a little bit of trouble because they're like, oh, Trevor, we should just get to the point and things like that. But I like to tell people right from the jump street that one thing that I realized about Facebook is it represents a community, and it represents an opportunity for us to really be in community and collaboration with each other. And so many times when people do their broadcasts, they become acts of narcissism, where it becomes just this thing where we really want to just talk about what we think and what we believe and highlight who we are and what we're doing. And I'm not saying that's a terrible thing, but I like to use the Facebook community to highlight people that I know are doing phenomenal things in the world. And so like Saucony Prince and Joshua Cahill, the Facebook chat guru, and so many times we forget that there are other people who make the world go round. And so let me just say this, is that if you're out there and you're listening live right now, I just like to shout out your business. So before we even get started, I want everybody to post their first name, their last name. Just tell the world where you're from, and then tell us just a little bit about your business, your product, or your service, so I can at least shout it out. And let me tell you why I do that. I know that my Facebook Lives get thousands and thousands of views and shares and things like that. And when they share this video, I don't really want them to just share me. I want them to share you too. And whenever you share a Facebook Live video, you're also sharing the comments that go along with that video. And so you got to have a strategy. And so if I know that when I share a Facebook Live video, that I'm also sharing the comments that go along with it, my strategy to highlight you is to make sure that I have you post about your business in the comment section. Like Jennifer Harris coming to us all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. Like Michael Flowers, one of the top ad copy gurus out there. And see, when y'all post y'all stuff, see, I remember it because we family. Like the Keisha Chambers-Williams, the virtual COO, and so many of you who are out there doing phenomenal things. By the way, let me give a big shout out to Jennifer Harris with the Purse Power Network. Let me say that again. The Purse Power Network. Now, she is empowering. She has a woman's wealth movement. She has a woman's wealth movement, and she's showing them how she has an investment club. Check this out. She has an investment club for women and showing them how to invest in real estate and other ways to generate more wealth, and just truly phenomenal. How you doing, Rudy Gavon out there? So if you're listening live, I'm going to get to the conversation in just a second. But the first thing I want you to do is post your first name, post your last name, tell us about where you're from, or tell us where you're from, and then tell us a little bit about your business. Tell us where you're from, and then tell us about your business. Why? Because I just want to make sure that we get a chance to shout out your business. So many times that people come on, and so many times we use our platforms to edify ourselves when we can use our platforms to edify each other. So many times we use our platforms to boost up ourselves when we can use our platforms to boost up others. So many times we use our platforms to bring attention and focus on ourselves when we can use our platforms to bring focus on other people. We all know somebody out there that's doing something phenomenal in the world, like Toni Moore, one of my favorite trademark people. They call her the trademark chick. They call her the trademark chick. If you don't know Toni Moore and you don't have a trademark for your business, you need to talk to her. And so one of the things that I believe that we all have a responsibility to pay it forward. And paying it forward is not just, hey, I gave $1 to somebody who was homeless on the street, but you got to pay it forward every day. You got to walk in the door. You got to wake up every morning with the mentality that the moment I open my mouth, I'm going to pay it forward. The moment I turn on my Facebook Live, I'm going to pay it forward. The moment I step on the stage, I'm going to pay it forward. The moment I step into my job, I'm going to pay it forward. The moment I get onto that call, I'm going to pay it forward. See, we got to be a pay it forward generation. And so many times, right, we are looking to receive, but what we have to do is shift into an attitude of gratefulness. And when you are grateful, what happens is you move into being a pay it forward kind of person. And so when I do my Facebook Lives, I always started out with pay it forward. And that's why I want all of y'all to post your first name, post your last name in the comment section, tell us where you're from, and then I want you to tell us a little bit about the product, the service, the mission, the organization, or the brand that you represent. And I want you to go ahead and do that right now. Why? Because I got to do my job. What's my job? I got to pay it forward to my community. I got to pay it forward to you who just giving me a few minutes of your time. Somebody it never fails. Somebody always call me when I'm on the broadcast. So sorry about that. But any way you cut it is that this is my chance to pay it forward to you. And so I get a chance to highlight your business, like Orange Checkmate Hudson. Y'all know about him? Teaching young African-American males how to play chess, to teach them how to be better strategists in their life. Yeah, that's Orange Checkmate Hudson. Been doing it for over 10 years. Been doing it for free. Been doing it out of his own pocket. We got to pay it forward to people like that. Now listen, after you highlight your business, now here's how you do it. You post your first name, you post your last name, you tell us where you're from, and then you tell us a little bit about your product, your service, your mission, your organization, or your brand, and you put that in the comment section so when they share this video out, that they also are sharing out information about your business. Then the second thing we're going to do, how you doing, Karonda Flemings, right? But the second thing that you're going to do is after that, shout out somebody else's business in the comment section. Look, we got to be a pay it forward people. Everybody write that in the comment section. We got to be a pay it forward people. We cannot, see, I want you to write this down. The person who outgives the competition out-earns the competition. The person who outgives the competition out-earns the competition. So if you're going to be in competition, be in a competition of giving. Be in a competition to pay it forward. Be in a competition to be a better provider for your community. The person who outgives the competition out-earns the competition. So now in the comment section, since we're going to be a pay it forward nation, since we're going to be a pay it forward people, here's the thing that I want you to do. Go ahead and shout out somebody else's business in the comment section. Tag them. Go ahead, just tag them. Just do it. Right? Sometimes we got to stop thinking about what we're going to get. And sometimes we just got to start putting acts of good deeds out into the universe. Sometimes we just got to put acts acts of good deeds out into the space. Sometimes we got to put acts of good deeds out into our community and stop looking for it to come back, because it may not come back to you. It may come back to somebody else. We got to be a pay it forward people. Hashtag pay it forward people. So if you want my hashtag pay it forward people, go ahead and put into the comment section below, hashtag pay it forward people. Where are my hashtag pay it forward people? Where you at? Where you at? Now, the last thing I want you to do, go ahead and hit the share button. This is one of the ways that we legitimately pay it forward. Go ahead and hit the share button. And if you hit the share button, I do want you to hit I shared in the comment section. I want to give a big shout out to Marie Smith of TAJJ Cosmetics, Jalila Consultant, Communication Catalyst, who is somebody that Takesha Chambers-Williams is highlighting, hashtag, she's a pay it forward people, right? Let me Tony Moore of Legally Chic, helping CEOs create better businesses and protecting their assets. Rhonda Moore, she's here, she's in the house. And by the way, go ahead, make sure you put your business in the comment section below. And if you shared it, put hashtag I shared, right? Hashtag my pay it forward people. Hashtag pay it forward people, right? We got Barbara Kenny's out there. Hey, Barbara Kenny, how you doing out there? The Black Women's Health Network, Vandoria Wood, Sherry Gunter. I mean, hey, see, listen, it's just in paying it forward, we're already starting to see people showing up. And I want to start talking to y'all today. By the way, hit the share button. Hit the share button if you haven't done it. Put hashtag I shared in the comment section below. By the way, let me tell you why I want you to share, and then I want you to put that you shared in the comment section below. Look, we gotta be a pay it forward people. Listen to me on this one. We gotta be a pay it forward people. Check this out. So many of y'all spend so much money on Facebook trying to advertise, and all of these venues where we trying to advertise here and spending money here, when if we just support each other, you never have to spend another dime on advertisement. If we just supported each other, you would never have to spend another dime on advertisement. So here's what you gotta do. All the people that you saw in the comment section that I shared, all of those people, look in the comment section. When this thing is over, go back to this video, look in the comment section, look at the people who shared, connect with them, use the hashtag 11, send them a message, say hashtag 11, and those are the people that you want to connect with for doing events, doing Facebook Lives, and we can just support each other. If we just become a pay it forward people, we'll never have to spend another dime on advertising. If we are willing to become a pay it forward people, we will never have to spend another dime on advertising. Hear me. If we will become a pay it forward people, hashtag pay it forward people, we'll never have to spend another dime on advertising. The best way I've ever heard it said is that if we cooperate, 1 + 1 = 2. But when we collaborate, 1 and 1 = 11. Hashtag 11. See, my pay it forward people are my hashtag 11 people. Hashtag 11. See, when we cooperate, 1 + 1 = 2. But when we collaborate, 1 and 1 = 11. And so I always start these talks off in the spirit of collaboration. I always start these talks off with pay it forward first. Look, you got to wake up in the morning and your first thought has got to be pay it forward. We got to become a pay it forward people. The more we start to pay it forward, the more we'll start to see our communities rebound. The more we'll start to see our families rebound. The more we'll start to see our businesses rebound. And let me just say something to y'all, especially for all my entrepreneurs out there, business is the new black. Y'all can write that. Hashtag business is the new black. And I want to see all of y'all out there collaborating with all of these fellow entrepreneurs who are watching that. Everybody give it to me in the comment section. I like to see it in the comment section so I know you listen. Hashtag business is the new black. Just go ahead and put in there. Hashtag business is the new black. Now, I want to talk to y'all today about some branding lessons while we're sitting there talking. We started this talk out, or you saw the title, Have You Ever Heard the Story About the Third Giraffe? How you doing, Adeline Dryden Francois? Adeline Dryden Francois, one of the top virtual bookkeepers out there in the world. Make sure you get connected with her. But anyway, today's talk is about, have you ever heard the story of the third giraffe? Now, most of you have never heard the story of the third giraffe. And guess what? Neither have I. None of us have heard the story of the third giraffe. But let me tell you the story that you have heard. You've heard the story of Noah's Ark, right? And regardless of your religious beliefs, you've probably heard the story. And Noah wants to build an ark. Why? Because Noah's trying to save the world, right? So Noah is just like you. He's trying to do something to impact the world, right? So each of us as business leaders are just like Noah. We're just building an ark. Our ark is our business. Our ark is our business. Hashtag business is the new black. So there's Noah and the ark, and he's trying to build an ark because he's trying to save the world. For many of us, the things that we're doing in our business, we're doing it in such a way where we're trying to save the world at large. We're trying to impact the world at large. We're trying to save the world by building our own ark, by building our own business. Now, on his ark, right? Basically, what he basically said is, I want to get 2 hippos, I want to get 2 parrots, I want to get 2 elephants, I want to get 2 tigers, and he said, I want to get 2 giraffes. How many giraffes? 2. How many giraffes, y'all? I want to make sure y'all listening. How many giraffes did he want? 2, right? Now, notice he didn't say, I want 3 giraffes, right? And let me tell you something. If you were the 3rd giraffe, you were out of luck. If you were the 3rd giraffe, you were out of luck, right? And see, here's the point. And see, he was building this ark to save the world. He was building this ark to impact the world, but he knew that he didn't need everybody to save the world. He knew that he didn't need everybody to impact the world. And he knew that the world would be a benefactor, but not everybody could be on the ark. And see, you don't ever want to be the 3rd giraffe. And see, let me talk to you about your haters. See, the 3rd giraffe, there were 2 giraffes that got on the boat, but there was the 3rd giraffe. And the 3rd giraffe was pissed. He was pissed. He was like, what? You ain't gonna let me up on this. You ain't gonna let me up on this ark. What about me? The 3rd giraffe always got something to say. The 3rd giraffe always got a lot of mouth. See, the 3rd giraffe is your hater. And see, we spend so much time focusing on the 3rd giraffe, right? When that giraffe was never supposed to be on your bus. That giraffe was never supposed to be on your ark. That giraffe was never supposed to be in your business. The reason why you never heard the story of the 3rd giraffe, because the 3rd giraffe got left. The 3rd giraffe was never supposed to be on the ark to begin with. And see, here is the problem. See, in the book Good to Great, here's what he wrote. He said, you got to get the right people on the bus. You got to get the wrong people off the bus. What happens is we start trying to get everybody on the bus, right? But everybody doesn't belong in your bus. Everybody don't belong in your business. And see, what's got to happen is you got to be unafraid to basically tell the 3rd giraffe that ain't no more room on this bus. See, marketing to everybody is the same as marketing to nobody. Because if you market to everybody, eventually you'll end up with nobody. See, if you try to get everybody on the bus, you're going to end up with nobody on the bus. See, if you try to get everybody on the ark, you're going to end up with nobody on the ark. See, here's the problem. See, the reason why you never heard the story of the 3rd giraffe, because the 3rd giraffe got left. Noah said, I wanted 2 goats, 2 parrots, 2 tigers, 2 lions, and 2 giraffes. If you were the 3rd giraffe, you were short. If you were the 3rd hippo, you were short. If you were the 3rd parrot, you were short. If you were the 3rd anything, you were short. And here's the problem, is that so many times we spend our personal energy, we spend our emotional energy, we spend our business energy focusing on the 3rd giraffe. And see, you wonder, whenever you see your haters, I want you to just remember hashtag 3rd giraffe. Everybody put hashtag 3rd giraffe. Whenever you see your haters, they just a 3rd giraffe. Look, I got haters all the time. I got haters. They call, oh, Trevor's this, Trevor's that. They 3rd giraffes. You a 3rd. Hashtag, if you hate Trevor, you're just a 3rd giraffe. No worries. You were never supposed to be on that ark. You were never supposed to be on that bus. Listen, when I started Black CEO, they sent me all kinds of threats, hate messages, mail. People found my address at home. So what? They were the 3rd giraffe. People gonna listen. When they ain't supposed to be on your bus, the 3rd giraffe gonna always be mad. The 3rd giraffe gonna always be mad. Hashtag the 3rd giraffe. Listen, tell your haters to kick rocks with open-toe shoes. Let me tell you something. Look, here's the thing. Is some have fallen off. Some have fallen out. But you still here. Some have fallen off. Some have fallen out. But you still here. And don't let the 3rd giraffe sink your ark. Don't let the 3rd giraffe stop you from functioning in your business. Don't even give the 3rd giraffe an audience. Don't even listen to what the 3rd giraffe always sending me messages. They send me their opinions on Facebook. They send me their stuff on email. Sometimes they even leave me a voice message. I just be thinking to myself, hashtag third giraffe. The third giraffe gonna always be pissed. So the thing is, and in addition to that, you better be careful about listening to the third giraffe, because the third giraffe will set you up. The third giraffe will say, well, my last coach did it like this. The other people I know, they did it like this. Look, right now, we are struggling with a nation who is dealing with a proliferation of sameness. But when you see the rest of the world standing in their proliferation of sameness, what I want you to do is give your declaration of originality. See, the world is struggling. They're warring for sameness. They're warring for sameness. There's a proliferation of sameness. But there has to be this point where you get to where you start to give your declaration of originality. Your declaration of originality. You ain't got to be the same. See, let them be the same. All the ones they the same, hashtag third giraffe. Because that's why they got left behind. Look. Listen, if two of us are the same, one of us ain't needed. Now, what has to happen is that, and I want everybody to write this in the comment section, because we're talking about your declaration of originality. I met somebody that was like, I'm the next Oprah Winfrey. I met another person that said, I'm the new Les Brown. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not the next, I'm not the new, I'm the only. Don't you start showing up in the world trying to be the next nothing. Don't you start showing up in the world trying to be the new nothing. You're not the next. You're not the new. You are the only. You are the only. Everybody write that in the comment section below. I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm the only. I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm the only. I want you to write that down. I want you to say it to yourself. I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm not the only. Because what we have to do is we have to be unafraid to declare our originality in the marketplace. Don't be afraid to be a little bit different. Don't be afraid to stand up and stand out. You have permission. You were created to be different. You were created to create a different result in the world. You were created to create a different impact in the world. Your business was created to be something different. I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm the only. You got to tell yourself this every day. And these are just some of my tips. So tip number 1, right? Don't give no place to the third giraffe. Tip number 2, I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm the only. Be willing to stand in your declaration of originality. So we having this real time chit chat. So let's just make it real. Let's just bring it to heart. What makes your business original? What makes you an original? What makes you different? What makes you new? Go ahead and post that in the comment section. And just remember, for those people who just tuned in, the reason why you never heard the story of the third giraffe, the reason why you ain't gonna never hear the story of the third giraffe, is because when Noah was trying to build an ark, he was just like you. He was trying to save the world. He's just like you. He's trying to impact the world. You're just trying to impact the world through the products and services that you offer. Noah was trying to build an ark because he was trying to save the world. He said, I wanted 2 giraffes, I wanted 2 elephants, 2 tigers, 2 parrots. But if you were the third giraffe, you were short. And you got to stop trying to fit people on your bus. In the book, Good to Great, it said, get the right people on the bus, get the wrong people off the bus. So many times we spend time trying to basically please our haters. We spend so much time trying to be people pleasers. And you can't do that. You've been given this divine mission from your higher authority, and you created a business around that mission. And you have to understand that somebody gonna get less. Somebody's gonna get left. Sometimes you just gotta pull that bus off. The third giraffe is always late. The third giraffe is always blaming you for the result that they didn't get. But the third giraffe was never supposed to be on that bus. Hashtag, whenever you see a hater, I'm gonna give y'all a new way. Now listen, when somebody shouts you, somebody hates on you, somebody call you up, somebody send you a negative email, somebody blast you on Facebook, here's what I want you to do. I just want you to send them an email back. Just put hashtag third giraffe. Just put back in the comment section, hashtag third giraffe. See, the thing about it is it's really this signal that to yourself and to others that, hey, we don't get no place to the third giraffe. You don't get no place to haters. You don't give place to voices that don't celebrate you. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Declare your originality. I'm not the next. I'm not the new. I'm the only. These are just some of the tips that I have for you today. And so the answer to the question is, have you heard the story of the third giraffe? No. And you'll never hear the story of the third giraffe. And if you never give the third giraffe voice, then you'll never hear their story anyway. So in this life, don't be the third giraffe. Don't be the one that's always late to the ark. Don't be the one that's late to get on the bus, right? But when you end up late, just understand you missed the bus. You missed the ark. And that's okay. But at the end of the day, give no voice to the third giraffe. So here's the last thing that I will say to all the people that are watching today. I want to do something special. In a few weeks, in January, we're going to be having an event in Tampa, and I want to do something. I want to give something away. I want to give something away major. I don't want to just give away a free ticket. Free tickets are so last year. I want to do something bigger. They told me, Trevor, you have vending tables and you can sell these vending tables to your big event. And I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the vending tables away. I'm looking for 25 vendors who are willing to support the cause of black women in business. I'm looking for 25 women, and I need y'all help to help me do this. I'm looking for 25 women that are willing to support the cause of black women in business. I don't have anything to sell you. But what I want to do is I want to give you a vending table at one of the largest business events of the year supporting black women entrepreneurs. And all you have to do is you can text me at 240-731-6646. And you can say, I want a table. 240-731-6646. And I'm going to sponsor your table. Does the table have a cost associated with it? Yes. But I told you, you got to be a pay it forward people. You got to be a pay it forward people. Hashtag pay it forward people. And so I'm not selling vending tables. I'm buying vending tables for other people. I'm not selling vending tables. I'm buying vending tables for other people because I'm going to pay it forward people. Hashtag pay it forward people. Where my pay it forward people at? And so if you know another entrepreneur, out there, whether they be a black man, a black woman, if they are supportive of the cause of black women in business and they have something that would benefit black women in business or black women as a whole, I want to buy their vending table for them. And I'm going to do that for 25 women. So what I want you to do is first hit the share button on this message. So just put hashtag I shared if you shared it. But also if you know somebody that may benefit from this, give them the information. Tell them to text me at 240-731-6646. 240-731-6646. How you doing, Lyman Montgomery? How you doing, Justin Morgan? How you doing, so many of you out there? But I'm not selling vending tables. I'm buying vending tables because I want to pay it forward. The thing is, if we support one another, we are all that we need. We all that we got, we all that we need. And so here's the thing. There'll be some people that didn't take advantage of this. They'll be the third giraffe. I'll be okay. But don't be the third giraffe. So if that's you, and you know, you're like, hey, I need a vending table for my book. I need a vending table for my jewelry. And share it with somebody else, because somebody else may need an opportunity. So many times I see when you go to events where the vendors get neglected, and where they spent so much time and so much effort and so much money. So this time, I'm just going to pay it forward. I'm going to be buying vending tables for people who are willing to support the cause of black women entrepreneurs. I'm going to buy your table for you. If that's you, I want you to text me at 240-731-6646. Make sure you give me your first name, your last name, your email address, and just say I want a table. Your first name, your last name, your email address, and your best contact number. First name, last name, email address, your best contact number. Remember, your best contact number is important because I don't assume that you want me to text to the number that you sent me a message from. And that's my way of paying it forward, because I'm going to pay it forward, people. And so here is the final recap as I close out. First, if you're watching this, hit the share button. Because one of the things I want to do is I want to demonstrate what the power of paying it forward looks like. See, there's power in paying it forward. And see, when you are pay it forward people, right, then you can basically raise a people. And see, when you are pay it forward people, you can raise up a community. And when you are pay it forward people, you can change the world. Because we got to be a pay it forward people. So the first lesson was hashtag be a pay it forward people. Hashtag pay it forward people. Second lesson was what? Right? Don't, hashtag third giraffe. Second lesson was the lesson of the third giraffe. Right? Have you ever heard the story of the third giraffe? Hashtag third giraffe. And the third lesson, right? The third lesson was one of the bigger takeaways was don't be the next, don't be the new, be the only. And don't wallow around warring for sameness. Start to declare your originality in the marketplace. And if you do that, right, I guarantee you everything will be okay. Now I got to get out the car. I got to go buy got to go do a little shopping and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to hit the Best Buy and hang out and do some last minute shopping. But I'm going to be back on my ride home. We're going to have a talk about some other things. Now, make sure if you don't get notified when I'm online and things like that, there's somewhere on the screen where you can hit get notified when Trevor's on and things like that. Because I like to have these little talks where we pay it forward, where we share it out. So here's how we're going to close out this talk today. So don't nobody just hop off just yet. Before you pop off, I want you to do two things. Number one, in the comment section, put your first name, put your last name, tell us where you're from, and put the business that you're in. First name, last name, put the business that you're in, and tell us where you're from. And do it again. Even if you did it once, do it again. So when this gets shared out, people know who you are and what business you're in. Number two is that I'm a black CEO, and I believe that business is the new black. I believe hashtag business is the new black. And so if you're out there today, whenever we get off a call with a fellow black CEO, one of the things that we do in harmony and affirmation with each other, we use the hashtag black CEO out. It means that no matter where you were in the world, that a black CEO has impacted your life. And so if you're out there, before you tune out, make sure you give me the hashtag black CEO out in the comment section, hashtag black CEO out in the comment section. And if you're just now tuning in, one of the big things was I don't want to sell vending tables at Black Womanpreneur coming up in a few weeks in Tampa. I want to buy your vending table for you. So I'm gonna be sponsoring 25 people who are willing to be supportive for the cause of black women. So if you're out there, I'm going to be supporting 25 women. I'm going to be supporting 25 women, 25 people who are supporting the cause of black women in business. 25 people who are supporting the cause of black women in business. And I want to buy your vending table for you. So if you've been waiting for the chance to highlight your business, waiting for the chance to highlight your book, waiting for the chance to highlight the way you make a difference in the world, don't worry. I want to pay it forward. I want to buy your vending table at the event. They told me I can sell them. I'm not doing that. I'm buying vending tables for you. All you got to do is text me at 240-731-6646. 240-731-6646. Give me your first name, give me your last name, give me your email address, put in your best contact number, and then after you put in your best contact number, just say, hey, I want a table. First name, last name, email address, put your best contact number in. Make sure you type that in so I know what number to call you back on. And that's what I'm going to do. What's up, Dave Anderson, coming to us from Philadelphia? What's up, Vandra Woods? Hey, what's going on, Lyndon Greer, teaching people how to trade in the Forex market. We got Dave Anderson with Black Boys Win out there crushing it. Mary Val is out there. Let me just shout out some of these businesses as we get on out of here. Rudy Gavon, he's out there. Lyman Montgomery, the Focus Coach, is out there. Brother Ghazi Muhammad helping brothers get back on track. Barbara J. Kenny, the Black Women's Health Network. You got Tony Moore, the trademark chick, right? She's out there rocking out. Johnny Magnificent, the bookpreneur. You got Sandra Laverne Griffin. You got Sharita Robinson. You got Casey Gainey II, E.R. Spalding, right? She likes to be affectionately known as just Spalding. Sandra Javi, Rachel Hargrove. Hey, what's going on, Rachel? You out there crushing it in the world. Queen Glenda King. That's what her name. Queen Glenda King, right? Sonia Miller. And let me make sure if I missed you, just go ahead and put your name in the comment section so I can shout you out. How you doing, Leah Jones? How you doing, everybody? My name is Trevor Otts. I'm from National Harbor, Maryland. And as you know the words, Black CEO out. I'll be back on in about an hour, so be tuned in. And remember, let me buy your vending table this year for the largest event for black women entrepreneurs in the world. I want to buy your vending table, and if you want to be there coming up in January, I think it's like January 20th. If you want to be there, I want to buy your vending table. I want to buy your vending table. You can just send me a text at 240-731-6646. Black CEO out.